Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Welcome back. You guys are ready? See the people? I know you really can't read what's up there. Okay, let's take a comfortable seat. So this week we're talking again about yamas and niyamas, and we're on the niyama of tapas, which has several translations, as so many of these words do. And one of the translations is discipline, which I like to refer to as the loving discipline or the self-nurturing discipline that you make the wise choices from, the place from where you know what is skill in action. What are you going to say yes to? How are you going to maintain your dedication or your abhyasa, your commitment? And along the way, a sense of also what you're saying no to. So for example, the tapas of nighttime sleep is also related to the tapas of morning time awakening, or the tapas of choosing certain foods to nourish and cleanse your body or to bring on vitality or clarity, and then other foods that don't do that, that you would be naturally and easily saying no to, theoretically, right? So tapas is sometimes translated as purification, which means that we're doing some kind of cleansing or bringing forth the best possible. When we say purification, I don't want you to hear that as you're currently impure or that there's something terribly wrong with you. Just that we're bringing forth that which is even more vital or more clear. Yes, more ojas and tejas, like that. So please take a comfortable seat. You can rest your hands in your lap. You're welcome to close your eyes. Just what's happening for you as you're arriving here. What's come with you, as it were. Last week when we were talking about Santosa, which means contentment, we were talking about it as one form of Santosa could be we are content in the present, and we have confidence in our ability to be with what's arising, and confidence in our pathway in yoga. So then we come to tapas, from Santosa to tapas. So accepting what is, however you're arriving, also sense deeper than the what is, this internal commitment or dedication that you have for tapas. Please raise your hands to your heart. We'll chant Sahana Vavatu. Om Sahana vavatu. Sahanao punaktu. Saviryam karavai. Tejasvinavadhitamastu. Ma videshavai. Om Sahana Vavatu. Sahano Bhunaktu. Saviryam Karavai. Tejasvinavadhitamastu. Ma videshavai. Om Sahana Vavatu. Sahano Bhunaktu. Saviryam Karavai. Tejasvinavadhitamastu. Ma videshavai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Shri Guru Pyo Namaha. Hari Om. You may bow your head to your heart. Release your hands. Open your eyes. So a misinterpretation of the word Santosa might prevent your tapas. If you say, I'm so contented with the pillow. What about the practice? And then if you're practicing tapas, you come to the practice. And the santosha is this contentment with the circumstances. You actually have beneficial circumstances to come for your practice. Clearly, those of you are here because you have made it to the practice time. So we will start with pranayama. Let's do a little bit of the cleansing pranayama that we've been working on. I want to go back to, pardon me for a moment. I'm going to go back to a technique we were doing a few weeks ago where we inhale up and we exhale down. So sometimes in tapas, as I was saying yesterday, and I said it just a bit ago too, it's like I'm saying yes to this and I'm saying no to something else. So we have a phrase, we say saying yes to say no or saying no to say yes. And sometimes the no that we need is giving us permission for the yes that we have a commitment to. And other times we know we're already here, so we're saying yes, we're here. We're saying no to whatever would be the distraction or the that would dissipate or obscure your process, right? So it's brisk inhale up and a brisk exhale down. Five, four, three, two, one. Now inhale to go up. And exhale, arms out to the side. Rest your hands in your lap. And deeply relax the mind and your body. Allow the breath to take care of you. And placing your hands on your shoulders. This is for spring cleansing. We're going to go left, right, and the strong exhale goes out through the nose. It's a little bit rapid. You have to go in your own timing, like this. Five, four, three, two, one. Come to center. Inhale fully. And then hold the breath for a few moments. And exhale completely, smoothly. At the bottom of the exhale, totally relax. You place your hands out over your knees and let that be kind of taut. So what you have is the arms are straight, and when you pull up, there's almost a sense like you're elongating the neck and the arms are going down in the opposite direction. You can inhale, raise up, open your heart and your throat. Exhale, curl down and in. Inhale, raise forward and up. Exhale, curl at your own pace, of course. Come downward and inward. Complete the exhale using the lower belly. Inhale, roll up, and as you look up this time, stay up. On the exhale, we'll do lion's breath. And then inhale, keep reaching up, open your throat. And exhale, curl down and in. Inhale, forward and up, raise up through the heart. We'll stay up for lion's breath. Breathe in. And exhale, curl down. And then bring yourself to your upright position. Back to interlace your fingers at the small of your back, and on the floor in front of you, you can place a support so that when you come forward, you're going to have support for your head. So clasp the hands at the small of your back, roll the shoulders open, lift up. And then exhale and curl forward. Release the weight of your head. Keeping the head down, inhale, raise your arms up. And then exhale, rise back up to your seat. Inhale to open. This time we're going to stay open and use lion's breath. And then exhale and curl forward. So use the lower belly to bring the torso forward. Bow the weight of your head. Inhale, raise your arms up overhead. And exhale, curl up to your seat. Inhale, raise up. And exhale, forward and down. And then touch your head once again. Inhale, raise the arms up behind you. This time stay for the exhale. And then raise up to your seat and release the clasp of your hands. Let's rise up to standing, please. Those practices, just even in the beginning there, what we're doing is trying to get some of the natural cleansing of the body is getting stimulated. So when you come up and stand, come up and take your horse stance. You can place your blocks just at the ready in case you'll need them. Some of you won't need them, but some of you will want them. Bend the knees. So this is horse stance, like you're riding a horse. We're going to be going side to side like this. So it's a strong exhale and the other hand pulls back like that. And this is an exhale out through the mouth using the diaphragm for the strength. Five, four, three, two, one. Now inhale, go up. Make the feet parallel and exhale to come down. This is where you could put your hands on the blocks, or you could let the back of the hands drape down towards the floor, ragdoll style. Now reach back to clasp your hand to the small of your back. Roll the shoulders open. As you inhale, glide your heart forward like when we were sitting and we were looking up. And when you exhale, bow deeply towards the legs and check the quality of squeezing at the end of the exhalation. Make a smooth transition to the next inhale. Do that one more time. So we'll inhale, glide forward smoothly. And then exhale, deep bow to the legs. Notice the squeeze at the end of the exhalation. Release your hands to your knees, please, and press up to standing. Let's turn the toes out. Go a little wider and come down to the jazz dance warm-up pose. Okay, as you press out through the inner thighs, let's just take the tailbone gently down and think of the thighs themselves as rotating externally. Straighten both arms. So the shoulders kind of shrug up towards the ears. And notice the breath making contact with the pelvic floor and the deep low belly. Energize your outer thighs, outer heels, the outer edges of your feet, and raise your torso up. We're going to repeat this strong gesture. So when the legs are down like this, you're holding the pelvis stable. The rotation is in through the torso and these organs across here, and then of course the thoracic spine too. Let's begin. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, go up. Make the feet parallel and exhale, come down. And allow the next breath to breathe you. Place your hands up on your hips, please, and rise up to standing once again. And let's go to mountain pose, please. So in mountain pose, place your feet to their hip distance apart. Close your eyes and stand in the plumb line of your own presence. No particular effort to breathe. Your body will take care of that process for you. So rather than making that effort, observe what is happening. Let's find a place where there's a wall spot that you can use to place your hand up. So your arm will be going out to the side at shoulder height. So if I turn to use this wall spot, I step here, place your hand on the wall, or in my case, the door frame, and then rotate your chest and your heart. Let's put the right hand up so we're turning to the left. And as you rotate to your left, think of the twist like a barber pole, a spiral that's going upwards. Rotate your head as far as it comfortably goes to your left. Close your eyes. On the exhale, turn your inner gaze more to your left. On the inhale, relax the inner gaze. Exhale, gaze more to the left. Inhale, relax your inner gaze. And exhale, gaze left inside. And then unwind your pose. Take your other hand up on the wall left hand. Turn your feet, your knees, your hips, your heart. In that turning, keep the left shoulder rolled back and down. Take your gaze to your right with the eyes closed. As you exhale, gaze a little more to your right with your inner gaze. Inhale, relax your eyes to center. Exhale, glide your eyes to the right smoothly. Inhale to center. And once more, exhale, glide your gaze to the right. And then unwind from your pose. And notice what's happening in the neck and shoulders and this whole region through here. Okay, let's take that with us to Surya Namaskar. Step to the front of your yoga mat, please. Come into mountain pose and bring the hands to Anjali Mudra. So here we're now going to start using the Ujjayi Breath, which I know that you guys know. If you came to yesterday's clinic, you have a little bit more refinement of that Ujjayi. So place the tip of the tongue behind the top two teeth as you're learning Ujjayi, and then the base of the tongue goes down at the back of the throat. You want the back of the throat to feel really hollow and open. Now in mountain pose, imagine that you're tuning the dial on the gas stove for how much energy, how much Ujjayi sound do you need? The more subtle the sound and the more consistent, the more powerful it will be. With your next inhale, sweep the hands down, turn your palms forward, raise up. Exhale, chair pose. Inhale, bring the left arm down between the legs and twist to your right. Exhale, chair pose. Inhale, right arm down. Exhale, chair pose. Inhale, raise your heels. Exhale, come down to the squat. And then inhale to Uttanasana. And exhale for a deeper bow towards the legs. Okay, inhale, glide forward, open your chest, your heart, and your throat. Exhale, left toes back. Pivot the left heel down for virabhadrasana 1. Inhale, raise up. And then exhale, open your right arm and follow your thumb to the right. Inhale, raise up. Again, exhale, open your right arm. Inhale, raise up. And exhale, arms wide as you come forward and down. And on the way down, touch the blocks with your fingertips, please. Raise your left heel and then raise your right heel and come into this variation of anjaneyasana. So the heel here is lifted and makes your knee higher. Also means that you have to find your balance in the pose. Inhale, raise the arms up. Once more, inhale to reach up. Exhale, come forward, touch the right heel to the floor. And let's step backwards now. Downward dog pose, breathing in. And then exhale, left foot forward. Pivot your right heel to the floor, so it's virabhadrasana 1. Inhale, raise up. And exhale, follow your left thumb out to the side. Inhale, raise your left arm and your gaze. Follow your thumb back up to the ceiling. Exhale, open. Now raise your left arm, follow your thumb. And exhale, arms wide. As you come down, touch the 2 blocks. Pick up your right heel, lower your right knee. Pick up your left heel. Inhale to rise. Look up as you reach up. And then exhale, float the arms wide. Touch your left heel down. And inhale backwards to dog pose. Okay, exhale to plank pose. Gaze down between your thumbs. Inhale, step through to seal pose, looking up. Exhale, cobra. Bring the heart forward. Inhale, raise up to seal pose. Exhale, plank. Inhale, downward dog pose. And exhale, right foot forward, left foot forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, rise up. And exhale, hands to the heart. Inside that sequence, there's like brain training and coordination and concentration, cleansing, all these things. Just notice the constancy of you moving through those things, like the thread on which the beads of the mala are placed. Let's do again, Ujjayi breathing. Sweep the hands down, raise them up, and look up. Exhale, chair pose. Inhale, left arm down, twist right. Exhale, chair pose. Inhale, right arm down, twist left. Exhale, chair pose. Inhale, raise your heels. Exhale, down to squat. Inhale, Uttanasana. And then exhale for that deeper bow. Squeeze the lower belly. Okay, inhale your heart forward. Exhale, left foot back, virabhadrasana 1. Inhale to rise, keeping the legs steady. Raise up through your heart and your arms. And exhale, follow your right thumb to the right. Inhale, raise back up to center. Try following your thumb so the pace is equal. And exhale again to the right. Inhale, raise up. Exhale, arms wide. As you come forward, try raising the right heel, left heel, lower the left knee. Inhale, raise up. This variation of anjaneyasana. And then exhale, lower your right heel, sweep the arms wide and touch both blocks with your hands. And then see if you can press down into the blocks to further raise the chest and heart up. Open your throat. Lift your collarbones. Lift your heart. And then exhale, release, and we'll step on the inhale to downward dog pose. And then exhale, left foot forward. Pivot your right heel for virabhadrasana 1. Inhale, rise up. Look for the steadiness of your breath and your gaze. And then exhale, open to your left. Inhale, follow your left thumb up. Exhale, open to your left. Once more, inhale to go up. And exhale smoothly. Let's coordinate all of these actions. Raise the left heel, lower the right knee, raise your right heel. Raise up, anjaneyasana. These kind of back bending poses, they can generate some optimism and encouragement. So let's bring the left heel down, bring your fingertips down, press into the blocks and raise your chest and heart open. And then exhale and step on the inhale to downward dog pose. Exhale, plank pose. Inhale, seal pose. Do your best to look up. Exhale, cobra. Glide your gaze forward and down, heart forward. Inhale, seal pose. Exhale, plank. Inhale, downward facing dog. And then again, exhale, 1 foot forward, 2nd foot forward, uttanasana. And inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands to the heart. And then we're going to pick up a sequence from a couple weeks ago. So we are going to be using plank and table pose, a little twist. We're stepping around in a circuitous manner towards a pose called supta virasana. So a couple reminders. Place your hands on your blocks for this table pose. When we go to plank pose, that's standard. When we're going to come down from this plank pose to table, you're going to hear me say, take the knees to the side. In this case, my knees went to the left. And then as we lower the outer hip down, you can feel it stretch to the side of the waist there. And then we come back up, rolling through to plank pose. So when the knees are going down and sideways, you're going to land kind of on the outside edge of the shin or the knee there. Okay, so let's come to plank pose. And then exhale down and left. And then inhale, melt down. Okay, exhale, return thoughtfully to plank pose. Breathe in. Exhale down and right. And inhale, melt the outer left hip down. Keep both arms straight, and then exhale, return to plank pose. Breathe in. And exhale, down and left. Inhale with both arms straight, melt the right outer hip down to the floor. And exhale, return to plank. Breathe in. Exhale, down and right. And inhale, melt the left outer hip down to the floor. And exhale, return to plank. And then touch both knees down. Sit back kneeling for a moment. Take notice what's happening in terms of making the body feel more cohesive or smooth. Where do you find yourself? And let's put the two blocks aside. Now that's going to be the sequence, same sequence, but it's going to lead into stepping one foot behind us. It becomes a pose that we call Z pose because we don't have a better name for it. So come to your plank position. And then exhale the knees down and left. And inhale, lower the right outer hip to the floor. Okay, open to your left and take the left foot behind. So that's the beginning of virasana. And the legs make this kind of letter Z right here. Open the chest and the heart and your throat. Roll the shoulders back. Press down through your right arm and inhale, raise both hips and raise your left arm. I sometimes call this the ice skater pose because I imagine that ice skaters finished some of their ice skating routines sliding on the floor like this, on the ice rather. Okay, let's exhale and bring the left hand back down to table pose. Lower your hips down towards the floor. And then inhale, return to plank. Okay, exhale down and right. Inhale, melt the outer left hip down to the floor. And then take your right heel with your right hand and bring it back behind. Roll the chest and heart open. Okay, press into your left arm. Right shin, left shin, raise up. And then glide your right hand and arm across your face. Aim to bring your hand down to table pose. And then sweep the knees together, inhale, plank. Okay, exhale down and left, and take the left ankle with your hand, and inhale to open. Exhale, left arm down, slowly, slowly. Inhale, plank pose. Exhale, down and right, and take the right ankle. Inhale to open. And exhale down towards table pose. Inhale to plank. Okay, once more, exhale down and left. And take the left foot with your left hand. Inhale, raise up and open. Exhale, flowing down. Inhale, plank. Exhale down and right. And take the right foot. And inhale to open. Exhale across your face and down. And then inhale to plank. Exhale, touch the knees down and reach back to virabhadrasana, just simple virasana. maybe a little bit of heat gets generated, and that's one of the translations of the word tapas, is that we're heating the body for that cleansing or purifying. Okay, now we're going to take 2 blankets to sit on. I know that for some of you, this supta virasana pose is not that easeful. So open up a blanket lengthwise and fold it in half twice. And do that for both of your blankets, please. Prepare your blocks to be nearby. So you're going to have them at the ready. And then I'd like you to sit on the front edge of the blanket. And as you sit there, we want the hips to be high enough to support that the knees feel comfortable. So for some people, that might mean actually having another layer of support. And at our yoga studio, when we've done this pose, for some people, we have 6 blankets and 4 blocks and a foam roller and a physio ball. We're going to lie backwards. And then the arms go overhead. Now, I know that me lying backwards like this, for some of you, that's not your doable position. So what we do is we lie back. You can put a block where the shoulder blades are going to land, like this. And then you take a block where the head's going to land. And basically, you're holding those 2 blocks in place with your body weight. And then take the arms overhead and hold the opposite elbow with the opposite hand. And the arms can go down maybe alongside the ears. Lengthen your tailbone towards your knees. Of course, I know some people are like, oh, it's so wonderful, just like my old Iyengar days. We did virasana all the time. And some of you might find that your thighs are burning or the hip flexors are tight. Of course, you can always raise up. You can add another block or another blanket. For those who would like to, you can interlace your fingers and reach the arms overhead, maybe even behind your ears. One of our spring cleansing poses because of what it does for digestion and circulation and apanavayu. Let's take the arms out wide in a T shape now. And then place your hands perhaps on your feet. Press down against your feet. And rise up to sitting in virasana. Come forward. Release the legs. Sit in front of, but not on your blanket. Block the side. Lie back, so now the spine is supported by the blanket, so the hips are on the floor. Curl this part of the blanket under your neck, please. Reach the arms overhead, stretch out through your legs. Notice the circulation going back down the legs once you release the hips, knees, and ankles from virasana. And then take the arms out into a T shape again. Okay, reach for your 2 blocks and place the soles of the feet together. And the blocks support the knees. Now we call this supta virasana. Place the mind down into the lower belly and the pelvis. Tapas doesn't mean just that we work really hard and make a lot of heat and hope for the purification. Tapas is also focused on the mind. And so in this position, let your mind rest inside the body. You might choose one area of sensation to rest your mind on, like where the back of the sacrum touches the yoga mat or the ground. Your mind to be very still, just this one area of sensation. Perhaps where the sacrum is touching the ground. And all through the body, you know that your body cleansing systems are working for you right now. With the moment, sensation to sensation. Let your thinking mind be really grounded and very still. Encourage your body and your mind together to be very still. There's a lot happening in the inner body right now. We don't have to know it all intellectually. Stillness for 1 more minute, please. Gently wiggle your toes. Roll your head side to side. Wiggle your fingers. Reach up and take the blanket that's under your head and take out the curl. Raise your knees up to center. Roll to the side. Please come up to sit. First come to sit. Of course, take your preferred meditation position. Keep it really simple and come to what feels like stable and familiar to you. Place your blocks, one on each side of you. I'm going to put mine on my blankets because that's where I am right now. And check that you can push down and be stable with the 2 blocks. Roll the shoulders back. Let's breathe in like you're doing cobra pose. Exhale, push down and raise your hips. Lower your hips down as you inhale. Roll the shoulders back like you're doing cobra pose. Exhale, push down, raise your hips. Inhale, lower the hips down, roll your shoulders back. Once more, exhale, press down, raise your hips. And then place your hips on the blanket. Blocks are not necessary now. Rest your hands in your lap. We're going to inhale smoothly like we just were and using that kind of cobra pose feeling, low belly, mid belly, upper. And then exhale and try to pick up on the strength you needed a moment back for that exhale with the lift. We're not doing any suspension, just strengthening how we exhale. Continue in the same, but make the Ujjayi even more subtle. So there won't be, even though we're making this stronger exhale from having pushed down, we're not hardening the throat or making a kind of raspy sound. Three more breath cycles. So the breath is really smooth and the musculoskeletal process is there. Your focus can be on not hardening or contracting the throat. It stays open, and the strength of the exhale is coming from breathing muscles, not from the throat becoming more constricted. Relax the practice of the breath. Bring your right hand up for Nadi Shodhana. Rest your right thumb against the bridge of the nose. We're going to have the left nostril open as you inhale. Then we'll transition. And on the right side, when you're exhaling, make a very slow and simple flutter of the nostril so that the exhale takes a little bit longer to leave and it has a kind of rhythm to it. And then open the nostril again for the inhale. So inhale, open on the left side. Exhale, a slow flutter on the right. Inhale, open on the right. Exhale, a slow flutter on the left. Inhale, open on the left. Continue with exhale, flutter on the right. Your exhale left. And then sit quietly without making any particular breath practice at all. Inner quiet, the tapas that takes you inside. Saying yes to your deeper inner presence. Yes to the inner stillness. Staying committed to that inner stillness or silence. Start letting in pieces of the world, aspects of our society that are needing your attention or that you want to extend compassion or kindness towards. Allow that to be a part of your heart, right? Without elapsing or diminishing the stillness or the sense of equanimity. Can we welcome this in? Place your hands to your heart. And in your own way, the prayer, may all beings be free from unnecessary pain. May all beings everywhere have means to their basic needs and the root causes of happiness and belonging. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Thank you, everyone, for sharing your practice. Namaste. Close the recording and the Facebook so we can be together.